Three.
Hello dear students, today we are going to discuss torque and angular acceleration. What is a torque? In previous class we discussed about the torque. Just once again I would like to recollect. Torque. When the external force applied on the body has to be rotated. For example, this is the body. This is the body. The body has n number of particles. N number of particles. Now let us consider one of the particle has got mass m, which is from the origin. Which is from the origin. This is the origin O. If external force applied on the body, this is the force. If any force, suppose this is the body. When external force applied on the body has to be rotated. So the body is rotating with the help of the force. What force? That is external force. If external force applied on the body, so the body has to be rotated, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, depending upon the force applied. So the point, this is the particle which is r distance for the mass, r distance from the origin. This is the position vector. This is position vector. The position vector makes an angle theta with respect to the force. This is the theta. So the theta represents the angle between position vector and applied force. Now the body has to be rotated. How? So the force has been resolved into two components at this point. Let us consider the body consists n number of particles. We are taking only one particles. This is the particle has got mass m. Where the force applied. Where the force applied. But the force has been resolved into two components. We know resolving component. One of the component perpendicular to the force, another one is parallel to the force. So this is the theta. If it is a theta, this is opposite angle. This is the opposite angle, it is a sine angle. So it is a f sine theta. This one is f cos theta. One of the particle has resolved the two components, two perpendicular components. The component which is a parallel, another one is a perpendicular. The one component is a f cos theta, another component is a f sin theta. So this opposite angle. So this is sine, is also sine. So this is adjacent, this is cos, f cos theta. If which one is able to rotate, which force affect the rotate the body. So this f cos theta does not affect any rotation of the body, but only f sin theta affect the rotation of the body. So the body has to be rotated. Body has to be rotated. If the body has to be rotated about it a fixed point, about this a fixed point. So that fixed point which is r distance from the mass, one of the mass, where the force is applied along the tangent, that means perpendicular direction. So the body has to be rotated. In physical quantity, it denoted by the symbol tau. This is called torque. Tau vector is equal to, this is the position vector r cross the force f vector. So this is called a torque. So torque is the moment of applied force, external applied force. About any point. So the moment of external applied force. If external force applied on the body has to be rotated. So the torque produced. So the torque generally denoted by the symbol tau. Tau is equal to r vector cross f vector. So r has a direction along this. So it has direction. Force is also has a direction. So r vector and f vector, there are two vector products. R vector cross f vector. Two vector product, automatically the resultant also the vector. So the tau is also the vector. R vector cross F vector is equal to tau vector. So tau, torque has magnitude and direction. Torque has a magnitude as well as a direction. What is a direction? The direction, so the magnitude generally tau is equal to, because it is A cross B. A cross B can be written as A vector cross B vector, could be written as AB sin theta. AB sin theta. So R vector cross F vector. So R F sin theta. RF sin theta. So it is a magnitude of the torque. The direction. So tau vector is equal to R vector cross F vector. So the magnitude of the torque, tau is equal to RF sin theta. RF sin theta. If sin theta is equal to 90, if sin theta is equal to 90, torque, tau is equal to RF sin theta. RF sin theta. So there is a torque produced. The torque has a magnitude. The magnitude depending upon the angle theta and also the position vector. If theta is equal to 90, torque tau is equal to RF. Because sin 90, 1, R into F into 1. Sin 90 is equal to 1. Sin 90 is equal to 1. If the torque becomes a maximum, so the torque becomes a maximum always when the theta is equal to 90. What is the direction of the torque? Direction of the torque, it is a perpendicular to R vector and F vector. R vector and F vector. So torque tau is always a perpendicular to both R vector and F vector. R and F are perpendicular to torque. Where the torque acts, so the force applied along the tangent, so body has to be rotated. So body has to be rotated. Where is the torque? What is the direction of the torque? Direction of the torque perpendicular to both R and F. R and F. So direction of the torque could be calculated, could be easily determined with the help of a right hand palm rule. Direction can be determined using right hand rule. That means a palm rule. Right hand rule. See where the direction acts, the direction of the torque perpendicular to both R vector and F vector. Suppose for example, this is our right hand. The right hand, the fingers points the direction of the position vector. That means direction of the position vector. This is the fingers point the direction of the position vector, but the palm shows the direction of the force. That means if you curl the fingers, so the direction of the fingers of right hand, so the position vector, if the fingers are curl, that's a force. If the force act along the palm, this is a force. So R vector, force F vector, both are perpendicular. So R cross F, R vector cross F vector perpendicular. So the fingers point the direction of the position vector. The palm shows the direction of force. That means curling the fingers. If the fingers is curl, it is the direction of the force. Where the torque effect, so this thumb shows the direction of the torque. Thumb shows direction of the torque. So this is the position vector. This is the force vector. Now the thumb shows the direction of torque. So the direction of the torque could be measured, could be determined with the help of a right hand palm rule. So finger shows the direction of the position vector and palm shows the force. With the curling finger force shows direction of the force. The thumb shows the direction of torque. Direction of the torque. If there are two type of direction, two type of torque. What are the two type of torque? So this thumb shows the direction of the torque. If the fingers rotate in a clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Now this is clockwise. The fingers rotate in a clockwise. If fingers rotate in a clockwise direction, torque moves inward. That means if any screw, suppose this is the page, this is a paper or the wall, where the screw if the screw rotates in a clockwise direction, the tip of the screw moves inward. Tip of the screw move inward. So that means the curling the finger in a clockwise, the torque in inward. Torque inward. Generally in physics we are denoted by cross. Cross means the torque into the page. Torque inward. If it is a clockwise. So in a clockwise, the fingers are clockwise. That's a force. That's a position vector. The force, the torque moves inward. Torque moves inside. The same time, the position vector. This is the position vector. That's a force. Force rotate curling fingers in an anti-clockwise direction. The thumb shows the direction of the torque. It is outwards. If there is a screw inside the page or the wall, if you want to release the screw, if you rotate the screw in anti-clockwise direction, screw has been removed from the wall. So the torque acts outwards when fingers rotate in anti-clockwise direction. So torque outwards. Generally it is dot. That means anti-clockwise direction. So the direction of the torque could be calculated, could be measured with the help of right hand thumb rule. That's a palm rule. When direction of the finger shows the position vector, the curling finger shows the direction of the force, the right hand thumb shows direction of the torque. So F vector and R vector perpendicular to torque. So all F and R and tau all mutually perpendicular to one another. This is a position vector. Force perpendicular to the force. Now this is finger shows the direction of torque. All these three things are perpendicular to one another. So tau vector is equal to R vector into F vector. If tau is equal to R vector into F vector, now we are going to calculate another one is acceleration. What acceleration? Angular acceleration. If the force applied on the body is the tangent, so only the F sin theta affect the rotation of the any body. So the body has to be rotated. So the torque generally could be written. Torque tau is equal to tau or F. R vector cross F vector. So tau is equal to magnitude. Tau is equal to RF sin theta. If sin theta is equal to 90, sin 91. So torque could be written as tau is equal to RF. So tau is equal to RF. Okay, the torque acts, that is a F vector and position vector. Now torque acts along this perpendicular. F vector, this is the position vector, it's a F vector, the torque acting perpendicular both R vector and F vector. So tau is equal to R into F. We know that F is equal to MA, force. F is equal to MA. So rewrite. So tau is equal to R into MA. What is a R? R is a position vector from the origin. With respect to the origin, body has to be rotating. So R position vector M. The particle has got mass M. A acceleration. But the acceleration, actually this A represents a linear acceleration. Bodies are moving in a straight line, but the bodies are rotating angular motion. If there is an angular motion, there is an angular acceleration. Bodies rotate in a circular motion, not a linear translation. It is only the rotation. If there is a rotation, there is a relation between linear acceleration and angular acceleration. So A is equal to R alpha. R position vector, what is the alpha? Angular acceleration. angular acceleration. Now rewrite tau is equal to r m instead of a r into r square. So m r square into alpha tau is equal to m r square into alpha. Tau is equal to m r square. So we know that m r square, this is I. What is the I? Moment of inertia. I represents the moment of inertia of a particular point. So tau vector. So moment of inertia, it is a scalar quantity. It is alpha, acceleration. So torque, mr square moment of inertia. So torque for the particular point, tau is equal to I alpha. So alpha, what is the direction of the alpha? Direction of the alpha along the direction of the torque. So this is the torque. Torque is perpendicular both F vector and R vector. F vector and R vector, R and F are perpendicular torque. But torque along the direction of acceleration. So acceleration acts along the direction of the torque. So both the torque and the angular acceleration acting same direction. Suppose in the case of the particular point of mass. But the body consists n number of particles. Body consists m number of particles. If n number of particles can be written as mi square. Summation of all particles. Not a single particle, n number of particles. The body consists n number of particles. So we can write torque at tau is equal to summation of mi square into alpha square. Into alpha. mi square alpha. So this is, so torque tau is equal to mi. So I alpha. So torque and angular acceleration acting same direction. Torque and angular acceleration acting same direction. So the angular acceleration acts along the direction of the torque. Along direction of the torque. So the torque, if any external force applied on the body has to be rotating, either clockwise or anti-clockwise depending upon the applied force. So generally torque means the moment of external force. When external force applied, the body rotate. So the torque produced. The torque produces a perpendicular to both force vector and as well as the position vector. R vector and F vector perpendicular to torque. So angular acceleration and torque are same direction. Now let's move to the next one. That is angular momentum. What is angular momentum? Angular momentum. It is a torque. It is angular momentum. What is angular momentum? Angular momentum. Okay, let us consider. Again, this is the body. This is the body. Choose the point which is from the origin, whose distance is r vector. This is the origin. The point has got mass m. If the force is applied, when external force is applied, the body has to be rotated like this. Now this is the body, external body. So this is the origin. Let's consider this is the origin. So this is the point of mass m, which is r distance. When the force is applied, the body is rotate. If the body rotate, it has some velocity. When the force is applied, the particle has moved in certain speed. If in this position it has a velocity. This velocity is called linear velocity. V represents a linear velocity. The body has got mass m. If mass and velocity, if you multiple mass and velocity, another physical quantity we can get. That the physical quantity is called linear momentum, product of velocity and mass. Velocity and mass, linear momentum. So P vector is equal to mv. So linear momentum. So the particle has got mass m moving to certain velocity in this position. So this velocity is called linear velocity. Velocity is called linear velocity. So product of the linear velocity and the mass is called momentum. That moment is called linear momentum. Is called a linear momentum. So the linear momentum, so the velocity which caused this linear velocity and the product of the mass and the velocity is called linear momentum. This linear momentum causes the rotation of the particle. About it origin O. The rotation, the body has rotated along with the fixed point O. If the body is rotated, there is a motion. That motion derived from the linear motion, that is angular momentum. It is a linear momentum, angular momentum. In this position, the point mass m moving with velocity v linear. So it is linear momentum, product of the mass and the velocity. If this linear momentum affect the rotation of the particle, linear momentum affect rotation of the particle. If body is rotate, there is a momentum. That momentum is called angular momentum. So the angular momentum is moment of linear momentum. Angular momentum is moment of linear momentum. How to mention with help of notation? Notation of the angular momentum is L. L is equal to the product of the position vector R vector and P vector. R vector and P vector. P represents the momentum. What momentum? Angular momentum. Product of the mass and V. Mass and its a velocity. Rotates in a circular motion. So there is momentum produced. That moment is called linear angular momentum. So the angular momentum is a vector quantity. So R vector and P vector. When the two vector multiple, we can get the resultant is also vector. So L vector is equal to R vector cross P vector. R vector cross P vector. If R vector cross P vector, what is the meaning? L vector. So R vector and P vector perpendicular to both L. R vector and P vector perpendicular to, so the L vector perpendicular to both R vector and P vector. So L, the angular acceleration, angular momentum is also perpendicular. Perpendicular both R vector as well as P vector. So what is a P? P represents momentum, linear momentum mv. So L is equal to R mv. R mv. Suppose if it is theta is equal to 90. The condition R vector and P vector perpendicular to one another. The angular momentum is momentum perpendicular. That's a 90. If the theta is equal to 90, the momentum L is a perpendicular both R vector and P vector. The condition only the theta is equal to 90. If theta is not 90, how to write? Theta is not 90, how to write? For example, consider this is the particle. This is the particle from the origin. From the origin R vector. From the origin R vector. If the particle is moved with velocity v along this direction. This is the mass v. If v, there is a p. P is equal to mv. A particle has got mass m, which is R vector from origin. So R vector is position vector of particle. Position vector of particle. So moving with velocity v. So moving with the velocity v along with m. So product of mass and v is equal to momentum. So the momentum is also acting along the velocity. So this is theta. So the velocity p. This is the theta. This is theta. So the theta represents angle between r vector and the velocity vector. That means the momentum. R vector and momentum. R into p. When the theta represents the angle between r into p. Now we can resolve the two components once again. One is perpendicular component. Another one is a parallel component. It's the theta. This is opposite. If it is opposite, this is opposite. So this is p sin theta. This is the p cos theta. This component is called p cos theta. This component is called p sin theta. So which component affects the rotation effect of the particle? The p cos theta does not affect any rotation of the particle. Only the p sin theta affect the rotation of the particle. So if rotate, there is a momentum. That momentum is angular momentum L. L is equal to r vector or p sin theta. R vector, that's a momentum p sin theta. So L is equal to r into p. So p has been resolved. The two components known as cos component, sin component. Cos component does not affect, but only the sin component affect the rotation. So L is equal to magnitude. If any angle, L is equal to rp sin theta. Rp sin theta. L is equal to rp sin theta. So L is equal to rp sin theta. Rp sin theta. Suppose where at the point here when the velocity resolve the two components. Now the same point mass which is from the origin O r vector, which is from the origin O r vector. So the body moving with the velocity v. So this is the p vector. Now don't resolve the component at point in this position. Now the resolved component at point origin. Now from the origin, now one of the component perpendicular to momentum, another component parallel to the momentum. So this is r perpendicular. This is r parallel. Now this is extend. This is the theta. So the theta represents the angle between r vector and p vector. Theta represents angle between r vector and p vector. So if it's a theta, this is also theta. Is also theta. Now in this origin O, which component affect the rotation? This parallel component with momentum does not affect any rotation. Only the perpendicular component affect the rotation. So the perpendicular component opposite angle of theta. If opposite angle of theta, it is r sin theta. It is r sin theta and the momentum p. So is equal to L. If any point and this point, the mass and the origin, the r p sin theta does not vary throughout this constant. If the angle is not 90, we can use L is equal to rp sin theta. L is equal to rp sin theta. So the angular momentum, someone thinking that the angular momentum is associated only for rotational motion. The angular momentum associated with not only the rotational motion but also translation motion. So the angular momentum associated both rotational motion as well as the translation motion. One example. For example, let us consider a particle of mass m moving with constant velocity. This is the mass m, constant velocity. If it is a constant velocity, there is a momentum m into v along the straight line path. The particles moving in a straight path with a constant velocity. If it is a constant velocity, there is a momentum. From this point, draw perpendicular or choose any one of the perpendicular point. This is O. from straight line path. From straight line path. It is a perpendicular. Choose or fix a point which is a perpendicular to the path. Perpendicular to the path. At any instant, this origin meet at a path at Q. Now we can extend. Now this is the position vector. This is a position vector. So fix or choose any point perpendicular to the straight line path where the particle has got mass moving in a straight line. At any instant meet at a point on a straight line path at point Q. At a point Q. So this is a position vector. This is the theta. Theta is angle between momentum and position vector. Momentum and position, but particles moving in a straight line, not in a rotational. So the angular momentum, how to calculate the angular momentum in this instant? We know that angular momentum is equal to L is equal to R into P, or L is equal to RP sin theta. Angular momentum L is equal to the product of the position vector OQ and the momentum P sin theta is not 90 degree, it's making angle theta 90 degree. So L is equal to RP sin theta. So this is OQ P sin theta. So this is from this perpendicular, so the distance is capital small d, the distance, certain distance, choose or fix a point O perpendicular to the straight line path. Perpendicular to straight line path. So L is equal to OQ P sin theta. What's the P? P is equal to mv. That's a momentum. So L is equal to OQ mv sin theta or mv OQ sin theta. What is OQ sin theta? See, this is a theta, this is also theta. This is also theta. If it is a theta, so sin theta is equal to, in this angle, sin theta is opposite divided by hypotenuse. So opposite d by r. Opposite divided by hypotenuse. So d is equal to r sin theta. R sin theta. So OQ is equal to what? R. OQ is equal to R. So L is equal to OQ. OQ is equal to R. Now we can replace. L is equal to MP instead of OQ sin theta. So OQ sin theta is equal to R. That's a D. R sin theta. R sin theta or OQ nothing but what? R. OQ sin theta or R sin theta. R sin theta is equal to R. So R sin theta is equal to D. OQ sin theta or this is the D. Okay, the angular momentum does not have any angle. Angular momentum does not have any angle. But body is moving in a straight line. If there is no angle, so L is equal to mv sin theta. The particle does not describe any angles moving in a straight line. But we got angular momentum. If D is a constant, the position D is a constant, so L is also constant. L is also constant. So the angular momentum calculated the particle moving in a straight line at any instant from the position where the point origin fixed from the straight line path. So the angular moment is associated not only the rotational motion and also translation motion. For translation motion any instant we can calculate angular momentum. So the angular momentum is constant throughout the body. See, if we resolve anywhere, the angular momentum remain constant. Angular momentum remain constant. So L is equal to also constant when the D is equal to constant. So the angular momentum is associated both rotational motion and as well as translation motion. So we will discuss some other topic in the next class. Thank you.